Good afternoon, sir. Did you call for a flight attendant?
I did, but had I realized you'd be so cute, I would have called for you much sooner.
How can I assist you today, sir?
You know, I'm just, I'm really thirsty, like incredibly thirsty.
We can definitely help with that. Would you like some water, perhaps a soft drink?
And I would really like a ginger ale, but after seeing you, I think you might be all the refreshment I need.
Yes, one ginger ale. I'll be right back with that.
Actually, wait. I'm just messing around with you.
I'm sorry?
I don't really need anything to drink. I saw you earlier walking up and down the aisle, and I was hoping to get a chance to talk with you.
I'm flattered, sir, but I have other duties I need to focus on right now. If there's nothing I can actually assist you with, it was lovely to meet you.
Okay, wait. Just hold on a second, okay? Don't leave yet.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Lindsay, sir.
Lindsay. It's a very beautiful name. Where's it from? Is that
I'm from California, sir.
California? Yeah. You know, I visited there a couple of times. Beautiful state, and I must say, I never knew that they made them like you there.
If there's nothing else you need, I really must get going. Other passengers require assistance.
I know. You know, you got duties to worry about, but just could you do me a quick favor before you leave?
How can I help, sir?
I think there might be something wrong with my seatbelt. Would you mind helping me figure out how to buckle it?
It's quite simple, sir. All you need to do is put the metal clip into the latch, just like that.
I see, but, you know, something you could help me with, though, right? Show me how it's done.
I really don't feel comfortable doing that, sir.
But it's your job to ensure all passengers are safe, right? And everyone's seatbelts need to be fastened during takeoff and landing.
That's true, sir.
Well, then I'm really going to need some help here. You know, I'm confused with all these different straps and buckles. You know, it's just so complicated.
I'm sure you can figure it out, sir. Have a pleasant flight.
What a tease.
Excuse me, is there something I can help you with?
Oh, I'm quite all right, thank you.
I just noticed how that man was talking to you earlier, the one in 12C. It isn't right.
Unfortunately, it happens all too often in this job, I'm afraid.
That doesn't make it okay. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
I'm all right. I just need a second to compose myself before I go back out there.
Those types of comments, that kind of behavior, it's so alarming and unacceptable. I'm really sorry you had to experience that.
It's just so hard for me to understand why people find it appropriate to behave that way. Like, they have some kind of right to make others uncomfortable.
I was a waitress for years. Some of the people who came through that restaurant needed to be put on a watch list or something. It was crazy the things they would say, the way they would act.
Exactly. It's the blatant disrespect and disregard for basic human decency that's so appalling.
Well, for what it's worth, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate all your help during this flight. I hope the rest of it is a little better for you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, more than you know. I think I'm just gonna avoid that particular seat for the rest of the flight. Have my male coworker cover it instead.
That's probably for the best. You shouldn't have to deal with that.
Thanks for the chat. Is there anything I can get you before you go back to your seat?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Hey, excuse me. Hey! My God!
Sir, everyone has departed the plane. I must insist that you deplane as well.
Lindsay, just the woman I wanted to see.
I apologize, but I need to move you along. It really is time to deplane, sir.
You know, I noticed you were actually avoiding me the rest of the flight. Luckily for me, I like someone who plays a little hard to get.
I wasn't playing at anything, sir. I was doing my job.
Oh, no, I like someone with a little bit of fire as well, a little bit of spunk. It's attractive.
I don't interact with customers in this manner, especially when I'm on the clock.
But surely you're off the clock now, right? The flight's over, everyone's gone. So why don't we exchange numbers? Maybe I can take you out to dinner, grab a couple of drinks together, you know? What do you say?
I appreciate that, sir, but I think I'll pass.
You're really just gonna pass up on this? Do you know who I am?
No, sir, I have no clue who you are.
I'm John Verasco. Okay, surely you've heard of me. I made the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. I own Diamond Eagle Records.
I've never heard of any of that. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. The point is, anything you want, I can make happen. Money's no object. You want to go to Paris? Done. Milan? Easy. Just name it.
I appreciate the offer, but I don't go on dates with passengers. It's a personal policy. No, I must insist that you get off the plane.
What's the rush? We're having such a great conversation here.
I wouldn't really call this a conversation, and at this point, you're obstructing the staff from doing their job.
All right, I get it. But if you change your mind, here's my card. You know, maybe you can call me tonight after we've had time to think about it.
I will not be doing that.
Just take the card. Go home, Google me, and then make a decision. I guarantee you'll change your mind.
Sir, please deplane now.
You know what? Just how about a little kiss before I go? Just a small one.
If you do that, I'm going to call the police.
Why are you so uptight? You need to learn to relax a little bit.
Get your hands off of her!
What's your problem, lady? This doesn't concern you.
My problem is you. This doesn't concern you. Wrong. It absolutely concerns me.
You know, I don't know what psych ward you stumbled out of, but this is none of your business, okay? So get off the plane and stop interrupting us.
I'm not going anywhere until you leave this poor woman alone.
We were just flirting around, okay? Having a little fun time. No harm in that.
Your flirting seemed a lot more like harassment to me. And I've been watching you this entire flight.
You wish someone would harass you like this. Judging from the looks of you, no one's flirted with you in a very long time.
No woman ever wants to be talked to the way you've been talking to her. The things you've said, the way you've treated this lady, it's deplorable. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know, I don't really care about the opinions of some nobody, okay? I'm John Verasco, CEO of Diamond Eagle Records. That means I can do whatever I want.
Oh, I know all about you and who you are, but not because of your little title.
What are you talking about?
I actually know your family very well. Your sister and I were roommates in college.
That's the most ridiculous coincidence I've ever heard. You're lying.
I'm not lying. And you're supposed to be a CEO. That's funny because I know that position was just handed to you by your mother. We were talking about it with your sister over brunch just last week.
Okay, so maybe you know my sister. Great, who cares?
Maybe you should care because I recorded your entire interaction with Lindsay. Every word, every gesture.
You what?
I recorded it. And I'm not only sending it to your sister, I'm also putting it online for everyone to see.
No, you can't do that.
I already have. Posted it 5 minutes ago. Good luck keeping that fancy job after this.
No, you can't cancel me. I'll have my lawyers scrub that video from the internet.
We'll see what happens. The internet is forever, they say. Now get out of here.
This isn't over.
Yes, it is. Leave. Now. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Are you okay?
It's okay. And thank you. Thank you so much for standing up for me like that.
Of course. The way he was behaving was completely unacceptable and gross. The lack of basic human decency was staggering.
Men like that need to start facing consequences for their actions. Real consequences.
Absolutely. Things like this have gone unchecked for far too long. People with money and power thinking they can treat others however they want. Are you sure you're okay? Do you need anything?
I'll be okay. Thank you again for everything. You didn't have to do that.
Yes, I did. We all need to look out for each other. That's how things change.
You're absolutely right.
And look at that. The video already has over 1,000 views. Comments are coming in and people are not happy with Mr. Verasco.
Good. Maybe he'll think twice before treating someone like that again.
Maybe. Oh, I doubt it. But at least now there's evidence. His sister is going to have a field day with this.
Thank you for being brave enough to speak up. A lot of people just look the other way.
That needs to stop. We can't be bystanders anymore. Not when we see something wrong happening right in front of us.
I didn't catch your name.
Margaret. Margaret Thompson.
Well, Margaret, you made my day so much better. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Lindsay. Take care of yourself, okay?
I will. You too.
And hey, keep being professional and kind even when others aren't. The world needs more people like you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Good riddance.
Look, Mr. Matthews, what you're saying isn't adding up.
What do you mean? I thought it all made perfect sense.
Well, you said you were in Nobu, in Malibu, at 8 p.m., but then back at your mansion in Ojai at 9 p.m.? That's a 2-hour drive. Did you not eat at Nobu?
Sorry, I said around 9. It might have been a little bit later than that.
Right, but then you said you had guests over that night that left around midnight, but then you also gave them a ride back into LA in the morning.
Sorry. I mean, they left at midnight to go to see the ocean or something, and then came back to my place, and then the next morning we all left together.
Mr. Matthews, there are a lot of holes in your story. If you're innocent, just tell me the truth and I can help you with this case, but otherwise I can't make a complete timeline.
Okay, sorry. I must be like a little flustered right now. Let me recap it one more time, and this is exactly what happened. Okay, so I'm getting dinner with my lovely wife, Sandra, at Nobu in Malibu, around 8, 9, let's just say 10 p.m. It was our anniversary, and, you know, she loves the place, so I made reservations months in advance. I can send you the confirmation email if you like. We drove back home, had a little get-together to celebrate with some friends. At some point, my friend John, he's a real earthy guy. He's like, hey man, let's go see the ocean, it's been a while. And you know, to be honest, I'd had enough drinks for that night. So I decided, nah, you guys go ahead, I'll just call it an early night. I go to bed, I wake up the next morning, they're back. We go get some breakfast at Puerto Villa in Beverly Hills, and next thing I know, you chumps are arresting me and bringing me here.
Sounds like quite the anniversary celebration.
I mean, it was pretty great until you guys had to ruin it.
Well, I'd be inclined to believe you, Mr. Matthews, but when we arrested you, you were alone. Where were your wife and friends?
They left early for Rodeo Drive to do some, what they say, shopping they were gonna do.
Why didn't you go with them?
To pay, obviously. I mean, the man's gotta pay, right? And speaking of my little money burner, have you guys contacted my wife yet? I haven't seen her.
We're in the process of getting in contact with her now, but for the moment, let's just focus on this timeline, okay? So when you were arrested, it looked like you were sitting at a table for one. There were no other plates, no other utensils. Why was that?
All right, Nancy, Drew, what is this? I Spy or something? Or what do you need all the little details and questions for?
Sir, it's my job to get the facts straight.
I don't know. Okay, maybe the staff picked up after them right away after they left or something.
I can see that you're getting irritated, and I just want to get into the straight of it. The car was stolen from Malibu last night, and it was multiple eyewitnesses that reported to us that they saw you getting out of it this morning at Puerto Villa in Beverly Hills. What do you have to say about that?
I didn't steal anyone's car, all right? People are crazy, especially out here, and they'll say anything to bring me down. I mean, look, I'm an easy mark. I'm a very rich guy, and I'm sure I have a lot of enemies that would love to set me up, have me fail, go to jail, or all of the above.
So where was your car then this morning at Puerto Villa? We didn't see any cars that were registered in your name at the restaurant.
My car, I Ubered there, actually. That's what happened.
But you said you drove your friends from Ojai to LA this morning.
I did? I mean, I didn't. Again, just getting a little confused.
Mr. Matthews, at this point it is clear to both of us that you're lying or at least hiding something.
Fine. You know what? Screw it. I don't have to deal with this.
What do you mean?
Let's talk truth, okay? I saw the keys for the Porsche on the valet desk at Nobu. Again, I had been drinking that night and thought to myself, you know, I recognize the keys to that Porsche. And I've always wanted to drive that model, so I figured, hey, now's the time as good as any. Took it for a test drive. I wasn't trying to steal anything. I mean, I could buy a Porsche anytime I want. I just figured the opportunity was there, so I might as well take it.
So you're admitting that you stole a car for fun and you kept it through the night?
I was going to give it back. I just figured I would stop, get some food, take it for a little joyride. Then I was going to drive back to Nobu and leave the car and keys there, and no harm, no foul.
So you just admitted to grand theft auto and driving under the influence. These are serious charges. Are you aware of that?
I mean, did I though? And let's just say that they are serious. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that no one will ever know about it, right?
What do you mean? You just told me.
Listen, What are you at this police station? Are you a secretary? What's the special name they give for like the police officer in training?
Sir, I'm a police officer.
Oh, well, good for you. I mean, well, whatever the case is, I'm sure that you don't make that much money, given the state of them shoes. So here's the thing. How would you like to triple your annual salary in a day?
I'm sorry, what are you offering?
I'll explain to you another way, all right? I'm willing to pay you an incredible amount of money to help me cover up this little insignificant mistake.
Sir, I
Hear me out, all right? It was just a little mistake on my part. You guys have the car back now. No one was hurt. The car is completely undamaged. So why don't we just work together on making up a story that'll prove that I'm innocent? I'll pay you, and this will mean way less paperwork for you and less court proceedings for all of us. The way I look at it, it's a win-win.
Sir, I don't know that.
Nancy. It's Nancy. I can't really tell from here. Nancy, was it? And can I say that your eyes look amazing up close, by the way? You know, you seem like a really sweet and beautiful woman. So I'm just going to make this really easy for you. I'm never going to admit to this crime, all right? And even if by chance we end up going to court, I'm going to have the best lawyers possible at my disposal. Whereas, what would you gain from this? A mountain of paperwork for just one small misdemeanor? Come on. It's a no-brainer, really.
Sir, when I became a police officer, I took an oath to be truthful and to protect this town. I can't just go against everything that I stand for your convenience.
All right, Nancy Drew. I'm sure you and the Hardy Boys have plenty of other crimes that are way more serious than this for the truth and justice. All right, to be honest, I'm getting a little tired of this if we're continuing to be truthful here. Listen, if we go to court, this will take months. And I'll make sure that the second everything is resolved and I'm cleared of all charges, that you won't be able to step foot anywhere in this city again. I have some real powerful friends, Nancy, who would do anything for me. And I just figured you should know and maybe keep that in mind.
Are you threatening me?
Threatening? No, Nancy. I mean, we're having a conversation. Anything is a proposal. All I'm saying is that you can make a lot of money for essentially doing nothing. What do you say? You have a deal? There you go.
So, according to Nancy's notes here, you left Nobu, had a party with some friends, and found yourself coincidentally at Porta Via the next day where the stolen car happened to be?
Yeah, that sounds about correct.
Yeah. And what about all the eyewitness accounts that state you exited the stolen vehicle before entering the restaurant?
Ma'am, listen, as CEO of Wonderline, I've made plenty of enemies over the years, and some of which I'm sure would go to no lengths to try to bring me down. I'm sure there's some setup here trying to frame me and send me to jail and cause my failure. But I mean, you can double check Nancy's report. I'm sure it's all there.
Any idea of who might be behind that?
Honestly, no idea. Actually, you should probably bring back some of those eyewitnesses and kind of cross-examine them. I'm sure they know who the real culprit is.
Right. Well, you know, the interesting thing here, all of our eyewitnesses are actually people who work at the restaurant. And I know you're a very successful and interesting character here, but due to the fact that they work at the restaurant, I don't think they would have any ill intent on you, or even know who you are for that matter.
Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I'm sure most of them know who I am. Right, but that's besides the point here, right? There's some deeper and darker things going on. I mean, there's just, at this level of success, there's a lot of things that go on to kind of bring down people like me. And to be honest, I'm very relieved that there are two people as dedicated as you two on this case to catch who really did it.
Well, I think that's all we need today from you.
Perfect.
Anything else you want to add while we're on the record, Nancy?
Yes. Just that everything Mr. Matthews said is a lie.
What? She's lying.
Mr. Matthews stole the vehicle from Nobu in Malibu, took it all night, didn't think it was a big deal, and is now trying to cover his tracks.
She's lying. She must be one of the people that was hired by my competitors to slander me.
No, she's not. She's not a liar, and she's most definitely not a hired assassin or whatever you're claiming to attack you. We know you're the one who stole that car, Mr. Matthews. We've known the entire time. Nancy told me everything before our meeting even started.
You ratted me out? You snake!
You ratted yourself out. You're done, Mr. Matthews.
Well, it's your word against mine. And in court, it comes down to who has the best lawyers. And let me tell you guys something. Mine will be the best.
Actually, it's your word against your own. I was recording our conversation the whole time. I thought you might rat yourself out, but I didn't realize it would be that easy.
Honestly, the fact that you would even consider bribing somebody to cover up your own mistakes is appalling. And it shows the reality of your real personality and probably how you run your business. So I think it's safe to assume that your company is getting shut down.
At the end of the day, you can't just use wealth and status to get out of things, Mr. Matthews.
If this gets out, I'm gonna make sure that you two pay.
Your self-indulgent days are over. Have a good time in prison.
And that shirt is disgusting.
I see guys like you all the time. Guys that think that the law doesn't apply to them. Guys that think that just because they make a few dollars here and there, that they are God.
Court is now in session. Please bring this courtroom to order. Let's see, the first matter up, we have Mr. Jordan Murphy. Mr. Jordan Murphy, are you present?
Yes, ma'am. That's me. I'm Jordan Murphy.
Do you know why you're here today, Mr. Jordan Murphy?
For speeding, ma'am?
Is that a question?
No, I was speeding. I was pulled over for speeding.
You're being brought in front of the court today by Officer Danica Howard.
Yes, ma'am. This is his 4th speeding ticket this month. Figured I'd bring him in since clearly the tickets weren't scaring him.
So, Mr. Murphy, so were you speeding or were you not speeding? And before you answer that, I'd like to remind you we have a handy dandy radar that will tell us whether or not you were. So please do proceed with honesty.
Yes, I was speeding, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'm guessing money isn't an object for you.
I wouldn't say that.
He drives a Tesla, Your Honor. He's clearly doing all right. He clearly doesn't care about the lives that he's endangering. Speed limits are posted for a reason.
I agree. I shouldn't have been speeding.
But why should he care, right? You have a nice car, a good cushy job somewhere, you get a ticket, swipe your card, problem solved. Guessing all of his problems are solved that way.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Mr. Murphy, I don't think you understand the seriousness of this. You understand Officer Howard here is recommending jail time? She thinks you're an arrogant young man who needs to be taught a lesson. I'd like to know what you think.
Well, I think I would like to not spend time in jail, please.
I see guys like you all the time. Guys that think that the law doesn't apply to them. Guys that think that just because they make a few dollars here and there, that they are God.
Okay, Officer Howard, that's enough. Let's move on with this. Please get on with your official statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Mr. Jordan Murphy, has been accused of 4 counts of reckless driving and exceeding the speed limit of 20 miles per hour. The state would also like to ask that he sentence 10 days in county jail, as well as a fine of $10,000 as a measure to correct and prevent this in the future.
Reckless driving? I thought I was here for speeding.
When you do it 4 times, that's reckless.
Well, 10 days seems fair. $10,000 seems like dropping the bucket for you, eh, Mr. Murphy?
Look, I know I can come off as arrogant, but in reality, I'm terrified.
Oh geez, how many times did you practice that in the mirror?
I'm terrified because my wife just had a baby. And for the first time in my life, I am not good at this at all. And she's home all day taking care of him, and I'm at work. And it's hard for me to be bad at this. Look, I get it, all right? Yeah, sure. Before, things came to me easily, all right? School, work, even meeting my wife. But this is unlike anything I could have ever imagined, and it happened way too fast. And all of a sudden, okay, the reason why I'm going so fast is I'm at work until 6 p.m., okay? That's when I get done, and I count the moment when I can leave that desk. And then I race home to be with my wife because she's there taking care of our son who won't stop crying. And anytime I try to pick him up and help, he cries even more. So I'm racing home trying to get to be with my wife so that we could at least be there together. I didn't think parenting was gonna be like this. I thought babies slept all day. I thought that in just a little while we'd be in the backyard throwing around a baseball with each other. And look, I'm asking you to just keep into consideration that I'm doing the best I can, and I want to be good at this. I want to so badly. And that's why I'm speeding.
How old is your son, Mr. Murphy?
He's 3 months, Your Honor.
I remember those days. If it's not one bodily fluid all over you, it's another. A real magical mess, but a real magical time, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to miss any of it. Not one moment, especially not 10 days.
Well, what do you think, Officer Howard? Did Mr. Murphy manage to melt your heart?
He did a little bit, Judge.
How about a day or two of community service?
One day of community service should be fine.
One day of community service. See? And that's how you end a trial quickly. One day of community service for you, Mr. Murphy. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next.
Thank you, Officer Howard.
Look forward to seeing you in community service.
I won't be late. I'll take my time getting there, too. Without speeding.
And last night on my watch.
My name's Brianna, and today was almost the worst day of my life until something magical happened. Allow me to back it up. Hi, sir. My name's Brianna, and I'm going around the neighborhood house by house selling donuts for $1 each. Would you like to buy one?
You know, this is a pretty high residential area. How did you get around here?
Well, other people have said that I'm allowed to sell around here.
Yeah, I don't know what you heard, but this is my neighborhood, okay? And by the way, you don't look like you're from around here. So why don't you take your little box of donuts and go to another neighborhood across town?
Actually, I usually sell around here because people have been very generous to me. I'm cooking for underprivileged children so they can get school supplies.
Look, I'm a businessman, so you can trust me, okay? Nobody wants your little crummy homeless kid donuts.
Are you sure? I mean, they are only $1, and that can already help them with some supplies.
Why is it my job to pay for homeless kids' books? Shouldn't their parents do that? Oh, that's right. They're addicted to
That's not the biggest problem that they face, sir.
Okay, yeah. Whatever. Look, you're wasting your time, okay? Scram.
Hey,
Bye.
honey, hi. Those look so good. What's going on?
Well, sweetheart, this girl is trying to sell her crummy donuts. I think we should call the police.
No. Why would we do that? She's just trying to make some money.
Yeah, to buy have fun with this, okay?
Excuse me, what did you just say?
What? Calm down. I'm just saying.
No, do not tell me to calm down. You know what? You are sleeping on the couch again tonight.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm just speaking the truth.
And you can cook your own dinner as well.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
I am so sorry about that. My husband, he's just something else. You know what? I want to hear about your venture. Why don't you come on inside and show me?
Thank you.
So, what do we have going on today?
Well, I've been selling donuts for underprivileged children.
Oh, that's so great. So it's one donut for $1?
Yes.
Well, what if I gave you $100 for the whole box?
What? That is amazing. Thank you so much. I can't believe this.
It's no problem. I'm happy to help. Are you a baker?
I'm actually a college student at State. I volunteer at local elementary schools, and gosh, a lot of these kids live in poverty, and I've been wanting to do something that can help them other than just volunteering. So I've been baking, looking up online recipes in the kitchen in my dormitory, and then I sell them in the neighborhood.
Well, that is amazing. I love donating to good causes. I am going to quickly take a picture, if you don't mind.
No.
I would love to send it to my team.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Your team?
Yes, I run the top investment firm in the city, and I think that this would be a really great investment for us.
Seriously?
Yeah. I want to help you turn this new charity into a full-blown nonprofit.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I think the world needs more like this right now.
Wow, thank you. So, did I think that I was gonna get a business deal? Absolutely not. But the journey there was worth every penny. Sometimes bad things happen before the good things. And when life throws you obstacles, you just have to stay strong, because you might just get a business deal out of it.